Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here. I'm with Deniz Yusuf. Today we're talking about growing your rent roll, and another way to get leads is for sale properties by owners. They're owners that want to sell their own property and not use an agent. Now, Dennis, why does this type of strategy work? Why would we want to do that?
Well, Darren, the people that are selling their properties on their own without using a sales agent, they are just like a sales agent. They just don't have the license, or they're not working in an office. So they are dealing with investors as well. They've got people coming through their home opens that may be an investor. So we need to be networking with these people. And Darren, there's so many people that are selling their homes themselves,
Yeah.
not just Australia, all over the globe.
Now, we agree the best way to sell your property is with a real estate agent, but despite that, there's a lot of owners out there still want to save some money and sell it themselves. Of course, there's an opportunity there. So let's talk about what steps that we would do to make this strategy work. Then, step one, how do you locate them? How do you find for sale by owner?
One of the most common places that you find them now, Darren, is actually Facebook Marketplace. My goodness, that is, there's houses for rent, which we've covered in other videos, but people are selling properties. Websites, for example, realestate.com.au in Australia allows a sale to be done by a private owner on their platform. There are also third parties, Darren, that say, hey, we'll let you list the property on our website if you're selling it yourselves. We'll even supply you with a for sale sign, right? So these are for sale by owners. Simply go to Google, right, and do some homework on where to find somebody selling a house on their own, and you'll find multiple websites. So there's so many areas where you can find websites where people are selling a property themselves.
All right, well, Dennis, that sounds pretty easy on how to find them. But step two, how do we contact them? What's the best way around that?
What's really good, Darren, is Facebook Marketplace gives you the opportunity to message them. The websites that they go on gives you the opportunity to message. It also supplies you with a phone number and an email in some cases as well. So the picking up the phone, sending them a direct message, and you can also email and call them, which is really really easy.
Okay, well, step three, what once you've made contact, what's the best thing to say?
Well, this is where we need to educate them that you are from the property management area and you can actually help them in speeding up the process of selling the property. Just the same as what you would to a sales agent, whether they're in your office or a sales only agent. If you've got any investors coming through the property, I can supply you with some information that'll help speed up the process of that property. These people may ask you questions about what type of tenant would it attract, what would be the rent, and that's where you, as the property management expert, can assist them in selling the house, because they're not a real estate agent. They don't know the market. No doubt that they've got an appraisal from a salesperson. They've tried getting their own, they've ascertained their own potential sale, but they haven't looked at the rent. They're not thinking on that side. So you can be that expert and educate them in that way.
All right, well, step four, what can you give them? What's some good ideas there?
Think about the same things that you are giving a potential landlord when you go to their home. You should be supplying them with a letter stating what the rental recommendation would be if it was rented today. And on the back of that letter, Darren, 10 things that IGT Realty could do for you, right? So that's where you have your points of differences. That's where you have why they should be using you. Have some, you could have an offer, have your flyers that you could give them as well. Something that's going to help the potential investor coming through the property to want to buy the property and to want to use your services. And Darren, make sure you feed them to your social media as well, because you want those investors contacting you.
All right, well, step five, I've got here, what do we offer them?
Well, we could offer the seller, the private owner, an incentive, right, for them allowing you to, go to their property, help them out as well. You could be donating to a local charity. They could be part of like a surf life saving club. So if you list the property or another property that one of their investors potentially comes through but buys another property, you will also donate to a charity of sorts for them. So you want to give them some form of an incentive, but please check your local legislation on that as well.
All right. Well, if you've been listening to these rent roll growth strategies in our learning videos and you know that you haven't done anything about it yet, so you know that you need some coaching, accountability, perhaps some tracking on your results as well. Go and go and take a look at leadmachinesystem.com or just reach out to Deniz at leadmachinechat.com. Deniz can just go through what your options are that's going to be able to help you to actually get results out of growing your rent roll. So thanks everyone. We'll see you in the next session.